Hey guys, thank you for tuning in again. We have a wonderful interview. Thanks for coming on to the Zach and Max show. Zach, what we got for today, man?
What's up, my dudes and dudettes? Today we have a very special guest named Josef Canaria. And just an update, the roof is not leaking anymore, but that's just because it hasn't rained in a week.
This is thank you for not leaking.
Thank you, Sky.
Thank you, Sky.
Thank you, Sky, for not leaking.
Joseph is a transport from Colorado.
A transport?
Soon to be a transport to
Plant.
Michigan.
And, plant, buddy.
Transplant. Good word. Yeah, I'm really bad at them.
Oh, starting it off.
Starting off that high bar.
Yeah.
This is what you guys expect with the Zach and Max
It's okay.
show.
It can only go up from here.
High
I
level.
love it.
I like to go
Yes.
low so we can just step over.
Just keep on going up. Yes.
Also, Joseph, you are a part of the membership team of the NOLA Gamers, so that's really a fantastic organization, and we'd love to talk about that a little bit later, if that's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So can you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Of course. Yeah. So my name is Joseph. I am a sexual violence preventionist. And so what I do is I help change environments, policies, and cultures to really make sure that domestic sexual violence is prevented. And so it's got, I can geek out about that. But that's what I do for a living. And so kind of like a mixture of like social work plus public health plus public policy, and kind of melding all those worlds together just to make all of our communities safer and free from the threat of sexual and domestic violence. So that's what I do for a living. And so as for my free time, I'm part of the leadership team for NOLA Gamers. That's GAYMERS. And so at NOLA Gamers, we create a space for queer identified folks and allies who love playing board games, video games, card games, trading card games, really anything to come together about once a month at the LGBT Community Center in New Orleans to kind of just congregate and meet one another and just have a space where that's safe and affirming of our identities, as well as to have fun and to get to know other people and be able to play for any games from like Pathfinder to Star Wars Legion to more casual things like Unstable Unicorns or kind of Exploding Kittens. Like it runs the gamut on that end. And so we haven't met since COVID, but before, we had a really good thriving membership, and I miss it. I definitely miss hosting that and bringing people together. Yeah.
Have you with everything that you do in your daily work, and then of course with your organization that you guys do with the outreach for queer identifying members, have you found that games have had any type of positive use in any of those things? Like we had a really wonderful person. I'm always going to talk about her. Kat Blackard was on our show, and she is a trans person, but she found the freedom of the role-playing games that she played allowed her to really express who she was and gave her the courage to be able to transition into a life that is better for her. Have you found any uses in your work or in your organization that games have helped?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So I think what's been really good, at least with NOLA Gamers, it's that we are part of this under the umbrella of the LGBT Community Center. And with that, it's been a great opportunity to really make sure, tying in my work as an outreach awareness raising opportunity for at least a lot of queer survivors. They don't know that services exist in the community. Like if they were to experience sexual and domestic violence, they have no idea that there's places that they can turn to, people they can call, advocates that will be there with them, whenever they need one. And so, at least with NOLA Gamers and being at the community center, it's been a really great fusion of being able to host awareness events, really making sure folks at least know we exist. But it's one of those things where it's always, community connection and really reducing those risk factors of perpetration requires folks feeling like they're safe and feeling like they're connected to their community. And so one of these things in NOLA Gamers is that we really try and make sure that folks who are most marginalized, especially we have a lot of queer and trans youth who come to our groups, that they feel like they belong. And with that, really just comes a ripple effect of other benefits in our culture and our community as a whole. So yeah, I really, how any types of social gatherings is kind of around building space for marginalized people is always at the end connected to my work, because that's really all about creating safe cultures and communities for everybody.
Oh, that's awesome. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about like the gaming hobby in itself. It does, when done right, it creates a safe haven for people that may feel or are marginalized in their social circles. It allows you to be around the people that you feel comfortable, and I feel that is a very overlooked benefit of games in general. There's a purpose. Obviously, we want to play this game, we want to have fun and things like that, or I want to beat you down so I can say that my strategy was better than yours. But I really, at the core of it's about people gathering together and feeling comfortable to be in that space with one another. And I really do like that a lot about games in general. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just from my point of view, someone who, realistically, I hope I don't upset anybody, but is not marginalized, is straight presenting white male. Even I was like, as a younger, painfully shy. Like games still got me to meet people and be able to talk to people, and like it was to the point where like I really could not make the words new people I didn't. It really got me out of my shell. Like so, yeah, just like for me personally, like gaming was such a positive experience.
Oh yeah.
And no, I'm so glad that you have a space for people who, just to be 100% honest, who need that space.
Absolutely.
They need it. Not a
Absolutely.
want, you need to feel accepted.
Yes.
Like it's a human need.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And yeah, like really piggybacking off of that in terms of just it's an opportunity for folks to connect that otherwise wouldn't, right? Like I think, like when you're playing a game, like at the end of the day, I used to want to win, so I don't care who you are. So let's come together and let's play to win. Absolutely. And so I really appreciate like both sides of that, of brings people together from our communities, also bridges people together as well.
Oh, yeah. Like I was really lucky to be able to participate in the Gen Con Gamers event. God, when did we go? I want to say
2016.
Maybe it's 2017. I went with
Was
David.
that like in New York City?
No, this was in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay.
And it's the world's largest gaming convention. It's 4 days of gaming, and one of my friends bought tickets to this event, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to this queer gamer event, but anyone's welcome. Do you guys want to go?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want to play some games. That's cool.
Heck yeah."
And it was just the most fun melting pot of trans, queer, straight, Black, Asian, white, just everyone was there, and it didn't matter who you were. It mattered that you wanted to have a good time. And I met some really sweet people, very inviting, a lot of fun. And like, it was all under the guise of, we're here to play games and have fun. And it created that really nice, safe spot for that. Like I said, that's one of my favorite things about the hobby, is that I feel that gets overlooked a lot, that that this hobby is 100% social, and it really does lend to that. It gives everyone a chance to be at the table, which I think
so. Did you crushed?
So we played a game called Citadels, which I did very
know that
well
one.
in. Citadels is fantastic.
Okay.
And then we played some Coup, and I got ousted. In, like,
Love
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Coup.
yeah, I got
it's not
destroyed
you.
in Coup. And liar.
And
So like,
full disclosure, also, I had no idea what you went. I was just trying to jog your memory.
no, this was the last. This was like the last Gen Con before
Pick a number.
everything got closed down, I think.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah.
it's more recent, but yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and they're a great organization, and yeah, I was really happy with that. You're right, like kind of talking about what you were talking about before, about
Yeah.
having to be able to create that safe space for people to feel like they belong. It those organizations really do that, and
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
things really awesome. So Joseph, we do have a question for you because of your uh love of board games and things like that. Do you have any particular favorite games?
Yeah. My friends and I love I don't know if y'all know, but it's called Villainous. Disney
Yes.
Villainous.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
I was one of those people, like I literally like went to Target like for the past 3 expansions on the day it released, like on like I have them all. I have the Marvel one. Like I love Villainous. Like I know my friends and I are like, it's for children, but we can spend like 3.5 hours, 4 hours just easily. Yeah, I see that just like absolutely.
That,
Yeah, no,
that
it's not for
game,
like chill. Like, don't
that
get me
game
wrong,
is
my niece loves it, but I adore that.
no,
game.
it's a fantastic game, and there's a lot of strategy
The
involved.
best thing I can say
Yes.
about this is just like I'm so when it comes to the things that we have here, I love miniatures, I love painting, I like card
Yes.
games. Board games
Yes.
are cool, but I'm very particular.
Yeah.
I bought Villainous for my girlfriend, and I
Yeah.
was really surprised at how much I loved it.
Right?
It's such a
Like it was very refreshing.
oh
It's a
no,
very
yeah,
different game.
and it's such an elegant system to play
Yes.
because like you get to play different types of games depending on which character you play as,
Yeah.
but it's still all the same game, and
And
it's really well
I love the
designed.
concept of I don't
Yes.
actually have to interact with my opponents at all.
Mhm.
Like if I just
Right.
want to do my thing, I could sit there and just do my own thing.
It's really
Yeah.
a very good game. Yes.
Yeah, we love it. And just like when it comes down to the end, when someone's almost about to win, like we just fate them and we just
Yeah.
stop like, oh, we just
Yeah, I get that a lot. It's just like, oh, I'm making progress. Not
No,
anymore.
you're not.
All right.
No, you're not. Exactly. Yeah, that's why we can take a 45-minute game to last like 3.5 hours. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite memories you might be able to share with our audience of a time with you playing board games with your group?
Yeah. Favorite with NOLA Gamers. I would say a favorite memory. Gosh. We have so many of them. I'm trying to funnel one down. Sorry, I should have thought about this a little bit earlier. A good favorite memory at NOLA Gamers, I would say, really just any time when a lot of people come. There's some day, like to be honest, there's some times when like we host an event when, like during like Pride Month or during like Mardi Gras or something where it's like 2 people come, like obviously it's still fine, but it's when we have events when there's like 30 plus people and everyone's having a grand old time, and where as leaders we're able to like walk around, facilitate games, and not just like, well, we're here for 6 hours and we'll just play Villainous, I guess, or whatever. And so I guess some of my favorite memories, I feel like there's a group of us that always plays like Unstable Unicorns because we get really like ruthless with that. Guillotine, we get really ruthless
so
with Guillotine.
good.
It's so
That's
good.
Such a good game. Oh, we just got one in. It's called Frontline No Comrades from 8 Anvil Games, and it's similar to Guillotine, except the concept is you're all peasants that have been conscripted into the Russian army during World War One, and you're being sent to the front lines.
Yeah.
So the object of the game is to send your friends closer to the front line while you get pushed further back in the back of the line so you don't get blown up. And you use your cards and your abilities to be able to like push. Oh no, you go forward, and I'm gonna go back too. And like you're jockeying for position until something hits you, and then you figure out where people land.
That sounds super fun. What's it called?
but the bear.
Yes. So there is my favorite character. Her name is Anaxa, and she was a circus bear that escaped the Russian circus, only to be caught by the Russian army to be conscripted as a soldier. So, I got a copy of the.
Can you please show me a copy? Like, I'm gonna need to buy this game for Christmas.
This is so cute.
Oh my
love it.
god!
And it's from 8 Anvil Games. It's a little $20 game, but it's fantastic.
I'm gonna head over to your store sometime ASAP and get it. Like that, absolutely.
Yeah, if you like Guillotine, this is just like it. And
Great.
there's going to be 2 more expansions. It's a 3-game set, and it's so cute. I love it. There's little Noxa. There's little Noxa.
I love that.
Oh yes, the zoomed-in version of a Noxa on the back. It's just a big
fun.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. Definitely check that one out.
It's like Anaxa.
I love it.
Chained, and it's like Anaxa has never seen such bull crap.
Yeah, I know. So if anyone from our audience wanted to get involved with NOLA Gamers, how would they do so?
Yeah, find us on Facebook.
Okay.
So that's where we technically have all the social media platforms, but we interact with the most and post the most on Facebook. Just search NOLA Gamers, NOLA GAYMERS. Yeah, and you'll find us, or they can also I think we're also linked in the LGBT Community Centers page. And yeah, we're, like I said, we haven't had an event, even if like we would have these side quests where we would like meet up and go to the movies, or we would go to like St. Patrick's Day parade, or like go putt-putt golfing. Like we would have these other side quests, like because we would just meet every second Saturday for the gaming, but we wanted to continue building these connections and these networks, so we would have these side quests. So we would post pretty often in like promoting those, but obviously COVID, we don't want to like put people at risk. But yeah, so just whenever this pandemic's over, everyone should keep an eye out for sure.
Well, please do, and definitely. We also Zach and I were talking a little bit earlier, and we wanted just to kind of thank you and for being such a gracious guest. We would like to do something for your organization. So we are going to, this is exclusive to this interview. As you guys are watching it, we will be including a NOLA Gamer only discount code for your members. It'll be 15% off of anything they want on our web store. It will have limited uses, but it should be more than enough for your group. And we want to say thank you so much, and hopefully we can do something with you guys in the future. We would love to do an event with you guys if that's possible, when things kind of settle down.
This is the best surprise ever. Thank you all so much. Oh my God. Thank you all.
Thank you for first off doing the work that you do. That's important. Like, it's really, really important.
It's really important.
And that, like, we were talking earlier about how like our particular backgrounds, we both had to deal with violence in the home, and that is hard work. And thank you very much for doing what you do. That is definitely a wonderful thing. And we really appreciate that. And then, of course, also for me, I want to say thank you for providing people with a safe space to be able to enjoy games. That is huge, because I really feel that is truly the gift of games, is that it allows us to visit one another in a safe manner, like a safe space where people are not judged or ridiculed or things like that. That's what games really do. Words.
Well, you took that. Thank you. So I'm gonna take. Thanks for being such a rad dude.
Oh, thank you. Zach and Zach, thank you so much. I can't wait. Like I will let everybody know. We will post this all over our our Facebook page. We'll tag you all in all this, and I think this will be this is a great gift to the whole community. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And what we'll do is we will have in the interview later, we'll have a code somewheres here.
Oh my God.
Running through
here.
Right.
Oh, we got a kindred spirit. Oh
yeah.
no.
All right. There we go. There we go.
Lucy,
just above here. Exactly.
So we'll have code for your your organization to be able to, after watching this interview, they'll be able to use it, and it'll be live when this interview airs. So
You all are amazing. Thank you
Joseph,
all. Like I'm gonna run to the store sometime this week and get that guillotine. What's it called again?
Front lines, no comrades.
Front lines on comrades. Done.
Comrades
Done.
with a K, and
Okay.
the company is Anvil 8 Games.
Great.
So
Perfect.
definitely check it out.
Yes.
And Joseph, thank you. We really appreciate you being on the show tonight, and please
you.
keep up the great work. And
Thank
we'll see you
you.
soon, hopefully.
Yes, I'll see you all soon. Thank you all again so much. It was such an honor and a privilege, and thank you again for inviting me. Thank you so much. All
Thank
right.
you, Joseph.
Thank you,
Yes.
man.
Have a good night. Thank you.